Manchester United are reportedly close to signing a couple of players. Now, this summer has dragged on with Manchester United and there hasn't been enough concrete news for Manchester United signing any real players apart from the two we're going to talk about, Joshua Zirkzee and Matthijs de Ligt. Now, these two players are the two hottest names on the transfer market for Manchester United. Zirkzee, however you pronounce it, is looking likely to come to Manchester United. The Holland international has only just made his debut for Holland, which is a bit of a concern for me that he hasn't been getting any game time, considering how dog shit Holland looked yesterday. Was playing for Bologna last season. I think he scored 11 league goals. That is pretty much his breakthrough season in Serie A for him. He was previously at Bayern Munich, but they sold him for about 8.5 million euros or something like that. And at the time was seen as a massive flop, but last season he apparently performed decent for Bologna as they finished quite high up the table. Now, I haven't seen enough of him play. I was hoping to see him play in the Euros, but unfortunately he's been behind for Memphis Depay and that of Weghorst, which has been a shame that we haven't been able to see him, considering how poor Holland have looked. Certainly yesterday they looked very poor, and I would like to have seen how he does, to see what type of player Manchester United get him, because I haven't really seen hardly anything of him as a player, and to see whether he's good enough to play for Manchester United. My concerns are there is more question marks for me than answers with this signing. Where is he going to fit into Manchester United? Who's going to drop out of the team? Is he going to be the direct replacement for Rasmus Højlund in up front? Because most people don't see him as being that striker, that out-and-out striker for Manchester United. He's not a prolific goal scorer of yet anyway. He's never been a prolific goal scorer, only scoring about 11 league goals last year, and before that hasn't been prolific in scoring in major top leagues. So is he the man to, I mean, he's almost a very similar age to that of Højlund. He's 23 years of age. Højlund's only a bit younger, I think he's 21, Højlund, so there's not much in it. So if you're bringing him in to replace in the squad, whether he won't replace him like for like in the squad, because they're different types of players, but even if he replaces him in the starting lineup, both of them battling out for the place, is that what we want? Before, I thought what Manchester United wanted to do and Egghead wanted to do was go for an older, experienced striker, but we've gone for this guy. So, as I say, I haven't watched enough of him play to comment on how good he is, but I'm not overly confident on how we're going to line up. Is he going to take Bruno Fernandes's place? Is Bruno Fernandes going off to Saudi Arabia? Is that the reason? I don't know. I'd like to see what front three Manchester United are going to go for. I mean, surely we're not going to play two forwards up front and change formation. I just don't know. I would like to know how we're going to play before really judging this transfer, because I'm obviously massively concerned, because Manchester United are going into pre-season now. Signings haven't really materialised yet, and Manchester United's squad is still the same shit as it was last season, and I'm hoping Manchester United step it up in the next few weeks and bring some quality in, because we really do need to. We didn't score nowhere near enough goals last season, so that's got to be an addressed. Midfield's got to be addressed, defence has got to be addressed. So much for Egghead to sort out, and I don't have no confidence in Egghead bringing in signings that are going to bring quality to Manchester United on the back of previous signings. Have been by and large awful under this manager. They really have. They haven't been good enough. We've seen many signings, the likes of Anthony, Mason Mount, other signings that have been massive flops. You're looking at Amrabat, has been poor. So many of these signings that Manchester United have brought in have been so far poor under Egghead, and that is why I haven't got the confidence at the moment that he's going to go out and identify players to take Manchester United back to the top of the Premier League, which is where Manchester United should be. We should be up there challenging for the top honours in England and in Europe. None of this top four bollocks, which is going to be again this season. We don't want to hear all that dog shit. We want more than that. And the other one is obviously Matthijs de Ligt. We know about him. He was a world-class centre-back in his in his younger days. He's fallen off a lot in the last couple of years. I don't think his injury record is too much of a concern as some people are making out, but it is still a bit of a concern that he has had some injury problems. He's still played a lot more game time than some of these Muppets that are currently at Manchester United, but he has also not been getting any game time really in the Euros either. That lack of game time is a bit concerning. He's not getting a starting berth there. So it seems that Bayern Munich have signed some other centre halves, so it seems that he's surplus some requirements at Bayern Munich, which it does seem a bit of a concern as well, this transfer, because he's left Juventus, he's now leaving Bayern Munich. That's two massive clubs he's leaving, and he hasn't really pulled up massive trees at either of them clubs. So that is the massive concern. But he's still 24 years of age. We're getting him at a reasonable price, and you would hope that he's better than what Manchester United have got at centre back. But Manchester United should be having elite centre back options. We really should. I believe that this will allow the likes of Lindelof and Maguire and whether, I don't know if Johnny Evans staying. I'm not too sure if he signed a new contract or not. But some of their Muppets need to leave Manchester United. They really do. The centre back is an issue. If Martinez cannot stay fit, then that is going to be a massive concern for Manchester United. He's proven that his injury problems have been a real stumbling block for Manchester United. But anyway, it seems that them two signings are going to happen for Manchester United. Whether they take Manchester United back to the top of English football, it could be a start for Manchester United. We've got to get rid of some of these Muppets that Egghead has signed in the past. We've got to get rid of the likes of Anthony and players like that are just not hacking it for Manchester United. We do need to clear out as well. But hopefully things will start to step up now that Manchester United are going back into pre-season tomorrow. And hopefully things will step up a lot, because Manchester United have got a lot to do before the start of the season. I'm massively concerned that nothing much has changed so far, but we will have to wait and see. We will judge it come August, and hopefully things will improve this time around. But I don't want another shit like last season. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on these two potential signings. It does look like they're both going to happen. I think they're both easy signings to do. It's not like Real Madrid and Barcelona and teams like that are interested in these players. So I think they are signings that Manchester United can easily get over the line in the next week or so. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're watching this on Facebook, please do hit the share button, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.